What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and it is March 2024, and you know what that means. We have a brand new Hero of the Month in Empires and Puzzles, and this one is ANOUSHKA. So of course, I'm going to do a breakdown and give her a grade. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so ANOUSHKA is a 5-star purple hero and is of the Druid class, which is not one of the best classes, but I've got a soft spot in my heart for this one, so I think it is a little better than average as far as that goes, but it is not one of the best classes that we have in the game. There's a couple of passives here. Resist Blind. This character has an innate resistance against status ailments that affect accuracy. Doesn't apply to status effects from allies. Which I think is interesting. Health recovery on status ailment received is another passive. This character recovers 10% health when they receive a status ailment or negative stack. And health is going to be a theme of this hero, as we're going to see when we get into the special. But before we do that, let's look at these base stats. So I've got the max power preview on. I want to take it off for just a moment so we can compare. That's 861 attack, which isn't going to matter so much for this particular hero. But the defense and the HP will. That's 943 defense, which is pretty good. And 1,664 HP. When we turn max power preview on, so this is if you promote her twice, you get 1,121 attack, 1,199 defense, which I feel like on max power should be higher than it is, but that's okay. And then for HP, we get 2,293. For a hero like this, which we're going to see when we talk about the special, this is more of a support hero who you want to keep alive. So you want high defense, you want high HP. I feel like the stats, the base stats without the max power are actually pretty good to start with for a hero like this. So I'm not sure that you necessarily need to take it all the way up there, but if you like a hero like this and need a good healer, which we're going to see when we talk about the special, then that's probably stats you want to bring up as much as possible. Strange Incense is the special at average speed. And please remember, when you use the correct mana troops at the correct levels, you can make it functionally fast in that it goes off after 3 matches and instead of 4. And that's a big deal in this game. It's not actually fast, it's just functionally fast. So the special says recovers 25% health for all allies. I love when we get a good healer, but I'm not sure that this 25% is high enough. I wish it were higher, or I wish that mana speed just started out fast, so that we could use different mana troops. Steals all dispellable buffs from the target and randomly distributes them on all allies. That can be really powerful because that's like a dispeller, but doubly benefits your own team, which is interesting. The target falls asleep. I always love an ability where you can control your opponents. It should be very good to be able to make your opponent just not play. The more you can do that in this game, the better. So text like that gets me really excited. But unfortunately, I feel like how this actually plays out in Empires and Puzzles is that sleep isn't all that powerful. We've seen it before. We've tried it. It should be good. It reads like it should be good. And it just isn't that much. Okay, so while asleep, the target can attack or gain mana. Like I said, that sounds like it should be good. All damage dealt to the sleeping targets increased by 40%. So those kind of conflict a little bit, right? So you put it to sleep so that the opponent's character can't play. But it takes more damage, so it's incentivizing you to hit it, but then it gets to play again. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to stop them from playing, or you're trying to kill them faster? You know, the best way to make an opponent's character not play is to kill them. So I feel like you want to put an opposing hero to sleep until you're in a position to kill it. And then you just permanently put it to sleep. So that's what you're going to try and do with this kind of thing. The sleeping target is woken once it takes damage. This excludes damage from minions and fiends. So we're talking tile damage or like special skill damage, that kind of thing. Well, here's the strategy. So you're going to have to build a team where you have a lot of control over who you're targeting damage to. So definitely no AoE effects that are going to accidentally hit the sleeping opponent, right? You're going to be very targeted with snipers and stuff like that. That's a very narrow strategy, but it can be very good if you build it right. Lastly, Elemental Link gives all dark allies plus 10% additional special skill damage for 4 turns. This effect can't be dispelled. So, what do I think about this hero? When I do a first read over it, this actually looks like a pretty exciting hero of the month. But then when we break it down and go bullet point by bullet point in the special skills, it's just every little piece of it are things that haven't been all that powerful in Empires and Puzzles. There's not anything really new going on here. Healing everybody, you can get that from a bunch of different heroes, and you can get a higher percent out of that. Stealing dispellable buffs is like the best thing going on with it, but you need to have a hero that has more than that going on. Falling Asleep should be good. It's only targeting one opponent though, and it hasn't been as powerful as it should be. I don't know. I don't really see anything in here that's just functionally making this an excellent hero of the month. And I want it to be good. It has like all the ingredients and it's just not quite there. So when I think about how to grade a hero, I think about where am I going to use this? Am I going to get my money's worth or my summon's worth with this hero? So are we going to use this against the Titan? Probably not. Are we going to use this in events? Maybe. How about tournaments? Maybe on offense, depending on the type of team that you can build. But if you're going through events and, well, especially events, and you're trying to do like speed runs, you're not trying to mess around with any kind of like healing or targeted effects like this. So like more for completion for events, for like tournaments, it kind of depends on what the style is. You know, when we're talking like Watchtower on offense, sure. If, again, you have a really targeted style of offensive team building and wars. Like, I actually think she's probably going to be most useful in wars when you get down to your, like, 5th team, 6th team, and you like, really need something to do with your snipers. So, and like, she's not going to be great in very fast wars. She's just going to be okay. But she has a depth play. And so while my heart really wants to grade her higher because she has the right ingredients, I just think in practice, she's just not going to be great. There's just better options all around for everything that she does. So I'm going to give her a C- because she doesn't do nothing. I can't quite give her a D, which is getting close to useless. I don't think she's useless. But I think because she almost has the right mix of ingredients, I can't go lower than a C-. But in this day and age, there's so many A heroes and B heroes and regular C heroes that she's just gonna fall to the unused in most circumstances. So anyway, those are just my thoughts. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.